Dan Dennis Gimadu, formerly a resident of Namisuni sub-county in Bulambuli district, now lives in Bunambutye Resettlement Camp in the same district. Gimadu once owned a 2-acre banana plantation and cattle, but all was destroyed in the landslide that occurred on October 27th last year. However, life has changed for them.
They separated us, men on the other side. On the left hand, as you see, then the other right hand is for our ladies and our daughters. So it is one of the challenges that we are having here. We cannot have time to have fellowship with mamas, with children is on the table. As we share food, because now we have food, we go and pick food as a student.
Gimadu has 5 daughters and 1 son. He shares a tent with his son, while his wife and daughters live on the other side of the camp. This has made life very difficult.
We normally meet on Sunday when we are going for the services. That's where we can meet Papa and Mama to have guidance on our child.
His eldest daughter, aged 16, dropped out in senior 2 because she was pregnant.
Because she's underage and I don't know how she will deliver the baby. That's my worry. As for me, I have no plan. Because my plan, if I would have money, I would also go and buy what's necessary for her.
To compound matters, due to the camp's arrangements, Gimadu has not had intimate relations with his wife in the last 11 months. He says this has left him restless.
We are in that situation, but we are now used to it. Sometimes you regret, but you bear the situation.
Several men in the camp, like Rogers Masaba, complain of the same deprivation.
Omukazi waba asuze litomanyi oba ayingidde oba tayingidde. Kati naawe omusajja oli eno tamanyi oba wasuziza oba tewasuziza.
You cannot tell if your wife has slept alone or not. On the other hand, she cannot know if you have slept with another woman. Yet they tell us there is a lot of HIV here. You cannot live alone. We all need each other. You know, women are easily tempted, even with 500 shillings.
Atayinza okubeera awo oli n'amugulira ebitaano. Kati gwe tokola bagamba tule butuuzi awo.
A man to see a wife there, but they don't meet. One of them is a problem. Because here, as we stay in this camp, the people don't have money. They go out for work so that they can get a little which they can help, either to change diet. Now, when they go out, you cannot tell what the mother has come with. Or the mother cannot tell if the man has gone out also.
Alain Nagudi, the chairperson of the camp, says the women are also struggling with loneliness in their communal tent.
Their families is now separating because of finishing many months without seeing each other. And if they get money, if there is someone who can help and give us some money, we might go and rent a house. We go there one day or 2, we come back in the tent.
Families have already broken up. Men have run to Kenya. Women have run to Kenya, leaving children in the resettlement camp. You know what it means? A blanket always brings minds together. Even if you're aggrieved in the heart, at the end of the day, you end up being relieved after sharing the same one, blanket.
Women who can afford to rent rooms outside the camp for a day or 2 to have some special time alone with their spouses and lovers. However, the majority remains stuck in separation.
Well, there are some other men who can afford. They can go out and meet with their women. But on my side, I cannot. The reason is that I have no resource. When you go there, the room is this man. So I have endured. And I have endured until when the government will settle me. Then I will begin life.
Annette Nandudu, the LC5 chairperson of Bulambuli district, lays the blame on the office of the Prime Minister, which she accuses of failing to fulfill its obligations. Nandudu says that although Parliament approved 50 billion shillings to be used in the resettlement of the landslide victims, the money has never reached the district.
To the extent that some affected people have resorted going back in the mountain due to the challenges they are facing in the camps. Where for them they think the 50 billion were released to the district. I must make this clear that we have never received the 50 billion as a district.
She adds that several cases of teenage pregnancy and family breakups have been registered.
As a district, we have a district community development officer whom we have instructed to at least play those roles of guidance and counseling to those families, to bring them together. There should be remedies that after counseling them, you create a way for them. Which way she cannot create, which way our district cannot create. For example, the only remedy is creating them a space to be together, where we cannot manage.
Meanwhile, Moses Kidoko, originally from Buluganya sub-county in Bulambuli district, lost 10 family members in the landslides. Only 8 bodies were recovered though, including that of his wife.
The
government gave us excavators and we discovered some bodies in December last year and February this year.
Immediately after the landslides, the Prime Minister visited the resettlement camp. However, Kidoko says after she left, none of those who lost their loved ones have received the 5 million shillings per victim that President Yoweri Museveni promised.
We have debts we incurred when we buried those people. We are demanding the money for 12 bodies.
Next month, most of the residents will have been in the resettlement camp for a year.